have ye taken us away to die in the wilderness? Why have you so dealt with us, to bring us up out of Egypt? Is this not the word that we told you in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians, that there we should die in the wilderness. And Moses said to the people, do not be afraid, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians who you see today, hallelujah, you shall see again no more. It's the same thing. You know, there are some challenges that prolong in your life until you begin to wonder, where is God there? Yes, this is the word of the Lord for you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will see them no more. And the Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. Hallelujah. The Lord will fight for me, and I shall hold my peace. And the Lord said to Moses, why do you cry to me? Tell the children of Israel to go forward. Yes, the Lord is telling you that you should go forward. But lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry land, on dry ground, through the midst of the sea. And I indeed will harden the heart of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them. So I will gain honor over Pharaoh and over all his army, his chariots, and his horsemen. Then the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I gain honor for myself over Pharaoh, his chariots, and his horsemen. Verse 19, and the angel of God, who went before the camp of Israel, remember, moved and went behind them, and the pillar of cloud went from before them and stood behind them. So it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel. Thus it was a cloud and a darkness to the one, and it gave light by night to the other. Hallelujah. This is the second time. Remember the darkness in Egypt. There was light in Goshen. This is the same thing that is happening again. There was the pillar of cloud served as darkness to the camp of Pharaoh, but to the camp of the Israelite it served as a light. Thus, and it gave light by night to the other, so that one did not come near other all that night. Then Moses stretched out his hands over the sea, hallelujah, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea into dry land, and the waters were divided. So the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea on dry ground, and the waters were a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. That means the middle was dry. And the Egyptians pursued and went after them in the midst of the sea, all Pharaoh's horse, his chariots, and his horsemen. Now it came to pass in the morning watch that the Lord looked down upon the army of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and cloud, and he troubled the army of the Egyptians. And he took off their chariot wheels, so that they drove them with difficulties. And the Egyptians say, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fights for them against the Egyptians. Then the Lord said to Moses, spread out your hand over the sea, that the waters may come back upon the Egyptians, and on their chariots, and on their horsemen. And Moses stretched out his hands over the sea, and when the morning appeared, the sea returned to full depth, while the Egyptians were fleeing into. So the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. Then the waters returned and covered the chariots, the horsemen, and all the army of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. Not so much as one of them remained. But the children of Israel had walked on dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. So the Lord saved Israel that day of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead on the seashore. Thus Israel saw the great work which the Lord had done in Egypt. So the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servant Moses.